Hi, I'm John Mayfield, the Real Estate Tech Guy. Thank you so much for joining this edition of another YouTube quick live stream. Today, I want to give you the first part of 5 tips for passing the real estate exam on the first attempt, okay? I have 5 what I think are great tips to help you pass the real estate exam on the very first try. So here we go. Tip number 1 today, you've got to take your time. Remember this, there's no points for finishing early. Read the questions 2 to 3 times. I think that is so important. Now, the reason I encourage you to read the questions 2 or 3 times is that the questions are designed to trip you up. Now, we can say there are no trick questions on the test, and I get that. There really are not any trick questions, but there are questions worded to trip you up or to make you miss a word or just to fail to recognize there's something very important in that question. Good example is when they want to know a quarterly tax or a semi-annual tax. And they give you all of these different scenarios, and then at the end of the day, you have to remember to divide by 4 if it's a quarterly tax. And they will always give you, I think, answer A or B as those possible ways that you might try to answer the math problem. And so you look down and you see A and you say, oh, well, that's what I got. And you forgot to divide by 4 or multiply by 4. So read the questions carefully. Read them 3 or 4 times, I think at least 3 times, and read all of the answers at least 3 times as well. So you are going to do what? You're going to take your time and you're going to read your questions very, very carefully. Now, the reason I tell you to take your time, and keep in mind you will be at a testing center, there are going to be different people there for different types of tests. Good example, when I had to get my school approved for Indiana, I went in to take the instructor's exam. The lady next to me was taking a barber exam. She only had 50 questions. I had like over 200 questions. So if I am worried about her getting up and leaving, who only had to take 50 questions, then sometimes panic mode kind of sets in because you're thinking, oh gosh, I'm still here taking the test, everybody else is leaving. Well, just remember, some of the students there at the testing center may be taking a totally different exam than yours. And secondly, some of them may be coming back just to take a portion of their exam. So there's no awards and no points for finishing early. What you have to do is get your mind right and tell yourself going in, I'm going to read the questions and all of the answers a minimum of 2 times before I attempt to make a selection. Now, on tomorrow's tip, I've got something to build on this. So you want to be sure and come back tomorrow. I'm going to wear the same sport coat, shirt, and tie because I'm going to record this right next, okay? But in the meantime, be sure and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Would love for you to subscribe. I think we've got some great videos there and trying to always help our students pass the test. Kind of deviating from going through some of the questions here over the last week and this week to help you get mentally prepared for the exam and help you learn to pass the test on that first time. So again, tip number 1 is what? Take your time. Read the questions a couple of times. Don't get in a hurry, but take your time. Hey, as always, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you will go out and make it a great day.